Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Tuesday afternoon, March 18th. We're looking at Window Trader's market profile of the S&NQ. Well, first off, something happened today that I don't remember happening. I'm sure it has. If anybody out there knows when the last time it happened, please feel free to tell me. But we had perfect point of controls in all three of our indices: ES, NQ, and righty. Last year, ES did not have one perfect point of control, 13 for 13. So I don't know the last time they did it. NQ had 2 last year. Righty had 4. But today, we all do it. Kind of cool. Pretty much a B shape for long liquidation. Well, who was long? That was a question I asked myself late in the day. And we came to a very nice logical conclusion. The market spiked yesterday, right, with more short covering. A lot of that got taken out in M and then in the overnight. But the market was long from yesterday all morning and from Friday in the afternoon. That's who created our B shape today. And a very nice sell tail, which provided very nice excess this morning, which gave excellent opportunities for afternoon rally high shorts. I'm sure a lot of people were possibly looking for what happened yesterday to happen today. What do they fail to realize? A lot. They fail to realize that yesterday we had higher value. We had the IB high. We had the overnight high. We raised POC. All those things. Today, the complete opposite. We had lower value. We had the IB low, the overnight low. The odds of taking that back today, like they did yesterday, especially in NQ, were very, very slim. Context, my friends. Context. This was a textbook day, which was very accommodating. We had one like that last week, too. I forget which day it was. But when you get these days, you have to take your opportunities with them, which I did. Very much so. So righty ends with a perfect 13 for 13 in the day's high and low. They also have an inside day. So you can call them up to balance on the daily now. ES and NQ are firmly back to balance because they took out yesterday's low. NQ ends with an afternoon rally high in K, a 13 wide point of control, and an afternoon pullback in G. ES ends with an afternoon rally high in K and a perfect point of control. No afternoon pullback. It's too close to the day's low. They also got into the rollover gap but didn't fill it. NQ's is gone, their rollover gap. This is a 3-day balance for ES and NQ. What does that mean? It means, let me look at ES first. Today's high and low aren't that important. It's Friday's low and Monday's high. That's the important thing. Now, NQ is a little different. I'd still call it a 3-day balance, though. Friday, Monday, Tuesday. With today's balance low being the low of it. And yesterday's high being the high of it. Now, some people might want to encompass these 2 days. Again, I don't have a problem with that. We'll see what happens. Remember, we will treat tomorrow as a normal day until 2 o'clock. Come 2 o'clock, a lot of things could be off the table as far as MGI goes, because we know the Fed will distort things. As far as today goes, all I did was short the market. I actually missed one of my favorite shorts. I was undecided if I wanted to long to front run the overnight low or short it to get it. Well, I did neither, and then it got the overnight low. So I missed one of my favorite plays. That's the only thing I missed all day. Because I nailed it to get yesterday's low. Absolutely nailed it on any ebb and flow trades. Because value went overlapping lower quickly. We were below the opening. You had the overnight low. You put the daily back to balance. That was giving me really good MGI. The indices were down to look for any ebb and flow short. Okay? Then I also jumped on the short to fill the rollover gap. So A was an awesome period despite missing the overnight low. B, It was getting so agitated, and the tempo was getting really good right at A's low, right at A's end. I took a 5 lot right before the turnover, and bam, down she went. All I was looking for A's low. I wasn't looking for a breakout. Huge difference between what I look for and a lot of other traders look for. People were shorting on the A's low looking for the breakout. They got hurt. I shorted above A's low looking for the break and took it off. Very nice trade. Took the short and C period because we were still one time framing down. Once we stopped the one time framing, I stopped. However, I did tell the room this thing isn't going to run away. If it had pushed up a little higher, I was going to short it again. D period. Got my next favorite trade, the IB low. Nailed that one pretty good. And then ebb and flow shorts. NQ never attempted to go trend down today. ES did briefly and failed. Then came my favorite trades on days like today. Afternoon rally highs. And boy, oh boy, did we have a bunch of opportunities. I shorted an F, made. G, made. H, made. Then I kept telling the room. We didn't tell them when it happened. We told them probably an hour and a half ahead. I said, they're getting too comfortable up here. Too comfortable. They're going to run them at some point. So be more cautious with your shorts. And I did. So even though I shorted F, G, H, and I didn't do anything in J. And then when K started going up, I'm not shorting it here. And I put an offer in up at 60 above. Ripped right up, took the stops out, went against me initially, came right back in, and then I just kept shorting K back and forth numerous times against where the short stop got pushed up to. So the perfect textbook day for a B shape and an afternoon rally high. Very accommodating market with the MGI so in favor of the bears. The short was the play that was working. Now, I'm not saying you couldn't have long the market. There was a lot of rotational trading going on all day. A lot. But to me, the MGI was very, very much skewed in the bears' favor, so I was just looking for the short. Real quick with the destinations, since I haven't done them in a while. 11.25 is ES's high. The afternoon rally high is 82.50. The perfect POC is 68.75. Today's low is 50.75, and the rollover gap gets filled at 48.75. It held by 2 points. SPY. Today's high is 565.02. Afternoon rally high, 562.22, it looks like. Perfect POC, 560.82 or 83. I'm in 2-tick increments. Oh, I didn't put SPY's low in today. So SPY's low is 559.06. So I'll have to put that in after the video ends. And then just quickly on the chart, let's show you all three of them prior to Fed Day tomorrow. Meaning just monthly, weekly, daily for ES. So the monthly is down. Okay? We came out of balance, wiped out a lot of monthly lows. We went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've wiped out 5 monthly lows. Are we going to go for a 6th? It all remains to be seen, right? It's possible. I don't know. But for now, we're down, and we've pretty much bounced off the 550 level. But it's down. The weekly barely got back to balance in SPY and ES as far as I'm concerned. I don't think SPX took theirs out. But for me, I'm calling it balance right now since we took it out on SPY. And the daily is back to balance. It's a 3-day balance. Friday, Monday, Tuesday. 200-day moving average just under 573, so we're still $12 below it. At some point, I do firmly believe that where we're trading here, once it gets resolved, right? I think if it's below 550, you might get long-term money to sell it. If it's above this balance and gets above the 200, you might get long-term money to buy it. We'll see. Anyway, 62 million on the tape. Better than average, but nothing great. Hope you had a good day. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to this channel. Rest up, and we'll speak prior. Actually, there will not be a video tomorrow morning. I apologize. I have something to do, so I don't think I'll be back for it. Have a great night, everybody.